knowledge, isn't it? I hope everyone practicing with the tips, tricks, the methods that we had said to work on your words and all, right? So please continue that. So now today I'm going to talk about text completion. Okay. So text completion, let me share the screen here. So can I know what is this text completion? Okay, Satyajit knew, no, not an issue. So because today we are starting off with what is that text completion? It's a complete new session for text completion. Okay. Now, let me share the screen. Yeah, just give me 1 second. Fill in the blanks. Yes, fill out the blanks. Very good, Payal. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Guys, those who are all new, yes, welcome to our session. Yes, here. Today we are going to talk about and discuss text completion. Okay. So what is this text completion? Usually you come across this as TC. In TC, we have three levels. Okay. What are those TC means it is fill up the blanks. In our common language, what we can say, it is fill up the blanks. Now, in text completion, what we are going to do, we need to fill up the blanks. In filling up the blanks, how the questions will be there, we have one blank questions, we'll have two blank questions, and we'll be having three blank questions. Okay, right? So we'll have three set. Under TC only, we have three blank questions. And also, that means what? One blank, one fill in the blank, two fill in the blanks, three fill in the blanks in one question itself. Okay. So, and now we have one more thing, that is sentence equivalence. Now, you people may be confused. So, this sentence equivalence, okay. So, sentence equivalence and text completion more or less equal. But in this sentence completion equivalence, what you need to do is you need to pick up two words for one blank. So, two words for one blank. Okay. So here we'll be having a sentence, and this sentence will have only one blank. For that one blank, you people need to pick two words here. Okay. So two synonyms you need to pick here. Okay. I'll be discussing this sentence equivalence later. So here we have what is that. First of all, let us discuss about text completion. And when you are doing text completion, remember one thing, so that today we are going to discuss one blank one. See, I will not be just what is that burdening you with like discussing two blanks, three blanks on the same day. No. So let us discuss or let us work on one blank thing. So when you people are doing text completion, I have certain things for you people to say, or you people need to practice on. Yeah, keep aware of words. Start working on the words. Then, so start looking out for the grammar part of the sentence. So, yes, you need to understand the sentence framing. Then you need to be aware of synonyms, antonyms, positive words, and negative words. Okay, into our mind. So these are some of the things that we basically have. It is not just randomly you pick up a word and randomly you just, what is that, fill in the blanks there. Please, if that is the mindset, you people think like, okay, we can just do that inky pinky ponky and we can just select and we can just put the this one. Definitely we won't learn this. But if we follow these four things in our mind, I'm dead sure that every text completion will become easy for you guys. And you people also know that, so 50% of the verbal will be based on, so text completion and sentence equivalence. So 50% will be on CRs and RCs, that is reading comprehensions and short passages, while 50% will be based on text completion and sentence equivalence. Okay, with this thing, let me take up to our this one. Yes. Now, I have a question here. I don't want you people to answer now. I just want you people to follow whatever I'm saying here. Okay. Then I'll ask you people to pick up the right, this one. What is that answer? So at that time, I want you people to give me the answer here. Okay. So now this is the question we have. What is this? Look at the question string. The question string, usually you can see that one statement will be having and will have few options. That means what? Remember, for one blank one, will have five options. Okay. So now you people can see here the statement more or less is a complex sentence, isn't it? So I've discussed also what is this complex and compound sentences. Basically, complex and compound sentences are the sentences where they are going to combine two or more ideas using what? So transition words, using your this one punctuations, using your this one, what is that, different connecting elements. So they use and connect the ideas. So for the blank, you will be having the clue in the sentence only. Therefore, when you people read the sentence, it is not just reading the sentence. We want you people to read and understand what is the movement of the idea happening in the sentence there. Okay. And by chance, when you are reading the sentence, if you come across some words like conventions, okay, if you don't know the meaning, I'm just giving you the hint. Okay, if you come across the sentences and if you will not come across the idea, the meaning of certain words and all, what you people need to do, please keep that word aside. The overall meaning of the statements you people can understand here. So of all our works, so like I'm just reading the thing and you can see the this one punctuation marks here. So as I go through the punctuation mark, I take a pause, simple short pause I try to take, and I try to understand this. It is not just me, even you guys need to follow this thing. Why? You need to understand. You're not just reading it. Only when you understand, you can realize what is happening and what is the requirement of the statement. Of all our works, they're comparing somebody's work. We don't know who is her, and we are not bothered who her is also. Of all our works, this play is the most dependent on the dramatic conventions of the author's day. What they are telling, they are referring to a play. Okay, what they are doing, they are referring to a play that is dependent, mostly dependent, that is completely dependent, almost completely it is dependent on dramatic conventions of the author's day. Now I am giving you a hint. Dramatic conventions, you people don't know what is the meaning of dramatic conventions. What you can do, sorry, you can just oversee that, is most dependent on author's day. Okay. Now, that means whatever the play they are talking about, that is dependent on author's day. Author's day in the sense what? Whatever happened on author that day with author, that play was dependent on that thing. Okay, that means what? It had some new experiences, so some good, bad, so all the things, because every day is a new day, isn't it? So therefore, author's day. So therefore, it was both the least dash of a place and most commercially successful. See, this play was dependent on author's day. That means what? Something new here. So something like it was on that particular day's experience the play was. Hence, so it was not common to all our works. All our works was something out of our normal days. Okay. So therefore, it was both the least dash of our plays and most commercially successful. That means it was not, basically, it was a common day, author's days, dramatic conventions it depended on. So that means what it should be. So what is the idea that you refer here? Or what is the word that you want to put here? That means that idea, what is the shadow answer? Try to get a shadow answer in your own words. It was both the least dash of our place and most commercially successful. It was successful, but it was least dependent of our place. What it is, basically, what it could be, we have an answer here. It was dependent on our author's day. So, author's day, in the sense what? Author's day will be a common day. So, it was just what is that? And conventions is what? Something regularly happening. So, therefore, what? Something which is regularly happening. So, therefore, they are using least. Least in the sense what? Least something what is that? Extraordinary. The word should be what? Least. The This one, what is that? The shadow word that we can use here is what? Extraordinary. Why? It is less extraordinary, less complex, because it was more common. Author's day, it was more common there. So what is the nearest word that you people can pick? Now ping me all the answers here. So whether it is experimental, popular, formulaic, lucrative, or contemporary, what it is. So kindly tell me. Guess the word. Text me, guys. What you people? Don't worry. Even if it is wrong, don't worry. Lucrative. Yes. Yeah, I could see few students answering. Guys, everyone give me an answer. No issues. We are doing trial and error. Lucrative. Okay. Now, okay, you people are a little confused about this. I will give the meanings of the words. Popular. Okay, you could see. So, popular, I could see many of this one. So, now I'll give the meanings. After giving the meaning, tell me, so what is the thing? Experimental, that is based on untested ideas, so techniques and not yet established. Something, so which is this one, what is that? Which is very experimental, means something, some new ideas, untested, all these things are there. That means experimental. They had said least experimental. That means what? It could be something common here. Okay. Least experimental means what? Common. Everyday life is what? Common. Isn't it? So therefore, what is the answer that we can pick up here? So we can pick up experimental here. Why? Because don't go by just the word meaning. Least experimental it is. Okay. Least experimental means it was very common. It is based on certain normal things. So it was based on author's day. Author's day in the sense what? Least common. I mean least, this one, experimental. The meaning, see, we are taking the word in between this. Let me tell why not others. Popular is liked or admired. So few people picked up popular. If it was least popular, then how can it be commercially successful? You people are giving opposite idea. They are saying it was both the least dash and most commercially successful. If it was least popular, how can it be commercially successful? Commercially successful means it should be popular, right? So therefore, what it is, so you can't take popular. Now, formulaic means what? Something mechanically followed rule or style. Okay. So, but actually, what? It is not least formulaic. Why? Because it is based on the everyday conventions. That means it is basically formulaic only. So, it cannot be least formulaic here. Okay. So, the next thing, lucrative. So, whether it is, if it is least, what is the meaning of lucrative? Something which is producing great deal of profit. So it is commercially successful means it has more profit. If it is least lucrative, how can it be commercially successful? Isn't it? So therefore, look at the adjective also. Don't just go to the meaning. Okay. So see the adjectives what they have given. Least lucrative means least beneficial. If it is least beneficial, then how can it be successful? Contemporary, what? Happening to the time. If it is least contemporary, if it is not related to the present time, but here, what is that they are saying? It is more of present time because author's day here. So it cannot be least contemporary, isn't it? So therefore, so what is the answer that we need to have? So it was both the least experimental. Least experimental means something common. We are not doing any trying and tested there. So that is what the common thing, the common day was narrated in the play, and that gave the most successful year. Got it? So that is how we need to pick up the ideas here. And don't worry, let us go for the next thing. Now, see here. What is the this one? What is the transition word here? We have despite. Despite is the transition word, isn't it? Immediately we had the transition. What is despite? Despite the students ill health, student joined the class. That means what? The student was unwell, but still student joined the class. That means two opposite ideas, two opposite things will be going there. Okay. So always remember, despite one statement, comma. So in this, wherever they use the word despite, although, in spite, whatever the first part of the statement they give. So if that part of the statement is positive, then the second part of the statement will be negative. If first part is talking about advantage, second part will be talking about disadvantage. If the first part is talking some positive thing, then the second part will be talking negative. That means it will be purely opposite here. So now let us try to follow this. Despite the smile that spread from year to year. So the smile is what? Positive thing. The smile is spreading from year to year. That means here in the next blank, what we need to say? Smile opposite is what? Something sad, isn't it? So something, this one, we got the answer here. Her eyes relayed a certain dash. Okay. Smiles opposite is what? Sad here. So sad. What is the word that is going for the sad here? Can you tell me? I could see the answers here. So yeah, so one answer I got. Others also kindly put your answers here. Sorrow. Very good. Sorrow. Very nice. See, that's what. So what from this question, what did we understand? We understood that, so here the direction of the idea was in opposite. Why it was in opposite? Because you people could see they use opposite transition words there, isn't it? You understood. They were the here they focused on smile. Here they will be focusing on your sadness. The sadness nearest word is what? Sorrow. Why? Jubilance is what? Excited out of happiness. So that cannot be. Mischievousness is different characteristic, which is not a meaning of sorrow, definitely. Okay. Vision is what? Someone who is having, what is that, a great vision. I mean, if they think about the future, so they are not talking about that characteristic. Liveliness is what? Again, a kind of activeness, happiness. So that is there. That is not the thing that we are talking about, characteristic. Here, the required characteristic is just opposite to your smile there. Okay. And also, guys, see the construction. I want every question to be checked in such a way that despite is there, although, in spite, all these things, there will be one comma. Here, if it is positive, your negative idea. Your negative, your positive idea. Advantage, disadvantage. Let me take up here one more thing. See, now, here as such, we didn't had any kind of transition word, but we had something here. This thing, this is called what? So, our, this one, what is that? It is a colon. Okay. So, when we have this colon, what does that mean? Whatever they described here, they will be giving either the example of the same thing, or they are going to explain the same thing here. Don't you think that whatever they spoke here about the same thing they are further describing? Isn't it? That means this is the transition here. This transition shows that the information is going in the same direction. Same direction means what? The root meaning of this statement. So, this one, what is that? Synonym we need to get here. That is how we got the idea here. Got this? So, if you understand the sentence framings, so you people will better actually uh, get solved this questions. You can see I've given you the meaning of jubilance is expression of great joy, satisfaction, triumph, gladness. This one, okay. And now if you see sorrow, we know this mischievousness, behaving badly, but not to cause any serious. Mischievousness is that vision to think, imagination, wisdom, all these things, the quality of being this one, what is that? Outgoing, energetic, and enthusiastic. Now, the next question here is a comma is there. Okay. So, comma, because we don't have any other keyword here. This one, don't you think? Do we have any keyword here? I mean, the this one, transition. We don't have transition words, because as soon as you get a question, so that is what you people need to see. What is that? The transition word. As such, we don't have any transition words, but we have a punctuation mark, comma. This punctuation mark as such will not give us the direction of the two parts connected, whether it will be in the same direction or in the opposite direction. So, what we need to do here, let us start understanding what is the thing here they have given. Following the presentation, that means what? After, say, for example, I am also presenting. After this, okay, if I don't answer the questions, or if I don't ask the questions, if I leave the classroom, what does that mean? What type of lecturer I would be? Okay. We can imagine ourselves here. Following the presentation, the dash lecturer left the room without asking whether anyone had questions. Now you need to describe the lecturer here, isn't it? What is that? Following the presentation, the dash lecturer. Okay, that means the lecturer, they are describing the lecturer. Here they are talking about what? Your adjective of the lecturer here. Left the room, it seems. And how do you know what adjective you need to give? Because they are describing his attitude. What is that? He left the room, it seems, immediately after the presentation without asking whether anyone had questions or what. What does this mean? What do you think here the lecturer should be? Whether the lecturer was angry, whether the lecturer was rude, or whether the lecturer was what? Why? Because he did not ask anyone, did anyone had any questions. So what is the answer that you can take here? If he was pile, if he was carefree, then he would have asked more questions, right? He just went off without asking anyone whether they had a questions or not. Maybe that lecturer was a reserved person, or maybe that lecturer was introvert who just presented, who did his task and who just went out because he did not love to speak with speak with students or pull himself in the discussion, isn't it? Looking at the this one situation, we can only tell this. Can we say that lecturer was angry? If he was angry, why did he even present? Okay. So our question is, he did not ask anyone whether they had any doubts or not. That means what? He was not interested to keep himself in the discussions. Okay. When a person will not be interested to keep himself in a discussion, one is like he may be upset, but we don't have any instance of upset. So upset could be ruled out. One is what? He may be, what is that? A person who is reserved, who only present. Reserved people, what? They only present or they only speak how much is required, isn't it? It could be that, because that is what we are getting. Otherwise, rest of the things we don't have. Okay. So in these things, yes. So in these things, so tell me which word you people take it. I'm not given the meaning here. You have all very nice words. Taciturn, effusive, indigent, despondent, malevolent. So tell me, what word you people want to give here? Just give a guess. Which word? Guys, you need to respond, right? Only when you people give confused between indigent and despondent. Yeah. The thing is, here the person who is reserved, lecturer was a reserved lecturer. That is the thing we have. Okay. So now, reserved, what is the word that is having the meaning? Reserved. Guess, guess. So only I say, what is that? Word knowledge is little bit required, isn't it? Now, I will give the meanings and now see you people will come out with answer. Taciturn is what? Reserved, uncommunicative in speech, speaking very little. Okay, that is one word. Effusive is what? Showing or expressing the gratitude, pleasure. Okay, that means heartfelt manner. If he was effusive, he would have answered all the questions. He would have asked with students, like, do you have any questions? Let me answer. That kind of thing would have happened. Indigent is what? If he is anger, if he's showing anger, but we didn't had anything in the sentence that was indicating that this person was angry about something, isn't it? So hence I cannot take anger. Now, despondent in what? In low spirits. So whether anywhere in the passage sentence they are talking about like he was in low spirits, no, right? They did not give. He presented the lecture. When he presented the lecture, I guess he should not be in a low spirits, isn't it? At least in the sentence. So therefore, despondent is not the thing. And now, so yeah, malevolent is what? A person who thinks or who wants to do bad to others. Is there anything saying that he wanted to do bad to others? That's the reason he did not ask questions. Not asking questions or not asking anyone that whether they had question or not, that doesn't mean that the lecturer wanted to do something harm for the students, right? So therefore, malevolent also goes out. So now tell me, what is the answer? taciturn. Got it? I guess no one would have thought, oh, taciturn could be the word. Yes. So kindly work on the words now, isn't it? Not just breaking the sentence. Yeah, definitely. That first step is very important. Mapping the statement, okay, is very, very, very important. But along with that, you need to have the idea of the words also. Okay. So now let us go for next thing. Your blank is here, guys. After so is the blank. Okay. So upon visiting the Middle East in 1850. Okay. Somebody visited Middle East in 1850. Who was that? It's Gustav Flaubert. He was so dash, so dash. Okay. So the blank is missing here. He was so dash. So belly dancing. He was so dash by belly dance. We don't know what had happened to him by seeing the belly dance. That he wrote in a letter to his mother that the dancers alone made his trip worthwhile. Oh, he is positive here. That means he was almost mesmerized by belly dancing here. Why? Because in his letter to his mother, what is he trying to say? His trip was worthwhile. That means it was worth just because of the dancers. That means what? He was very happy with the belly dancing. He was excited. He was mesmerized by belly dancing that he felt was alone worthwhile in his trip here. Okay, you got the this one here. What is that? So he was mesmerized. Okay, so the word, he was so mesmerized by belly dancing. So now take me to the word which one is mesmerized, which was enamored. Yeah, Pooja, Shweta. Yes, good. Yes, it is what? Enamored. Why not the other words? Can anybody explain me? Don't worry, I don't ask you people so many questions. Flusters means confused, overwhelmed means something. Overwhelmed is not exactly what is that sad. Overwhelmed is, it could be emotion filled, completely what is that, submerged with emotions. Okay, so here it is not submerged with emotions. Emotions could be positive also, negative also. Okay, so therefore here it is not, is it was not emotional, he was very mesmerized, he was happy. So see, being happy, being mesmerized is other than positive overwhelmed and negative overwhelmed. Okay, so taken aback is what? He was not surprised, isn't it? He wasn't taken aback is nothing but, so it is not surprised. Let me take you people to the this one. You can see here, having strong emotional effect. Okay, then enamored is filled with love, mesmerized, that thing. Taken aback is surprised. Besieged is what? Asking someone urgently to do something. He was not besieged by it. So yes, flustered is agitated or confused. Got it? See, when we are doing this, remember these words. That's the reason we gave you the meanings of the words. Why? Because we want you to simultaneously learn the words as well. Okay. So as I said, I'm today only focusing on one word, Wala. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on two blanks. Day after, three blanks. Then Thursday and Friday we'll be focusing on sentence equivalents. Okay. So guys, now the next thing that we have here is what? The giant. Yes. Now, I will not explain anything. You people read and tell me what should be the answer. I'll explain it. But yes, I'll give you 2 minutes time for you people to just go through, use the methods that I have said, and pick up the word. Don't look at the options first. Understand the statement here. Yes. Anybody with answers? Elisa. Okay. Okay. So, no worries. Well, if you have answered, not an issue. I'll explain you guys. Don't worry about this. What is my thing? I always elusive. Yeah, Payal gave me expensive Imani and Shweta gave elusive. Okay, let me reveal the answer. But before revealing the answer, let me explain to all of you what is this thing. Okay. So basically, let us understand the statement. The statement seems to be quite lengthy, isn't it? No worries, no matter how lengthy the sentence is. Just follow wherever we have the punctuations, take a break, understand, and try to connect the thing. The giant squid's massive body. They're talking about the squid's massive body that is adapted for deep sea life. Okay. So this massive body is adapted for deep sea life, breaks apart in the reduced pressures of shallower ocean depths. So now what is that? This massive body breaks apart. So where in the shallower, that means not so depth ocean depths, it's a shallower because of pressure, making the search of an intact specimen one of the most. So, what is happening? It is break apart, which is making the search of the specimen. What it is? It breaks apart, and it makes, when it breaks apart, what happens? So, it is not very easy to search the specimen here. That means the search of the specimen becomes very difficult in all of the marine biology. So here only we have, see what is that? It breaks apart. That means there is a complexity here. So because of this complexity, our search for the specimen also will become difficult. It will become a difficult quest in all of the marine biology. What is the nearest word that is becoming to nearest to difficult? Meaningful? No. Meaningful, it cannot be. Popular, no, it is not related to difficult. Expensive, no, it is commercialized. Profitable, no. We are left, even if you don't know the meaning of this, but through the process of elimination, comparing to the our shadow answer, we can take Elysium. But to whoever, so to know the meaning, just see. Elusive is what? Difficult to find, catch, or achieve. Got it? See, even sometimes without knowing the word meaning, by process of elimination, you people can take the answers. But how can you get the process of elimination? So you can do the elimination only when you know the shadow answer. To know the shadow answer, what is that you people need to know? You need to know you need to know what is happening in the sentence. How do you understand what is happening in the sentence? By closely looking at every sentence, okay, every piece of the sentence. If you think that no ma'am, we'll just quickly read the sentence and without understanding we'll just pick up the words, that is next to impossible. I'm saying you people need to understand every bit of the movement of the idea that is floating in the sentence. Until and unless you don't understand the movement of the idea, you will not be able to get this one. Okay. Now, next thing. What is this we have? Let us try to do one more thing, one more question. The oppressive regime. Okay, it is oppressive regime. Having taken control of the country's military and mass media. That means we don't know what is C. Let me tell you, oppressive You don't know the meaning of that. But there is a regime that has taken the control of country's military and mass media. If something is taking the country's military and mass media, so control, so that regime should be very strong, isn't it? This strong regime sought to dash the fledgling rebellion that aimed to restore so individual this one. This is a strong regime. That strong regime will be what? It will be either controlling, either destroying the fledgling. Fledgling is what? The growing rebellion. Rebellion in the sense what? Oppositions. So that wants the individual freedom. So therefore, what it should be? So here the regime will be controlling over. So the fledgling rebellion, isn't it? We need something like control or to oversee or to just destroy this thing. Okay. So therefore, what is that? What is the word that is more near here? Guess the word, then I'll give the meaning. Any guesses here? By the process of elimination, can you just tell me which are the words that you want to take out? Okay, Palak has given time. What about others? You people, which words you want to take out by the process of elimination? You know, control, produce and facilitate. Very good, you can take it out. So you are left with, okay, Imani and Dev has given elucidate and redress. Okay. Now, I will give those who are confused, I give you. Produce is what? Manufacture. They are not manufacturing. They want to, what is that? Either control, either this one, what is that? Have this one, what is that? Defeat those them. So therefore, produce cannot be. Facilitate is to help them. They don't want to help. So facilitate goes out. Stime is what? Hindering. Okay. Or preventing, controlling, isn't it? So we can take stime there. But however, let me see elucidate and redress. What is this elucidate? Making, elucidating. See, today my purpose is to elucidate how to tackle TC. That means I'm trying to make the things clear, explain the things. Do you think this regime wants to do that? No. So it is not fitting our shadow answer. Hence, elucidate is not. Redress is what? To remedy, redress. Okay, that means so you're giving a kind of remedy. Are they trying to give a remedy here? No. So they want to control, isn't it? So therefore, all of this goes out, and the right word here is what? Style. Got it, guys? Therefore, so now this is how you need to approach your one blank thing your okay. So now guys, you can shoot questions at me like what queries you people have with regards to this one blank. Tomorrow we'll be talking about this one, what is that? Two blank one. Yes. So any doubts that you guys have, please ask me the questions. Anything, even with regards to words and how to work on the words, how you need to take up the things. Yes. Ma'am, is there any other methods to eliminate the incorrect options? Yes, Sanjay. So as per we take more questions, we'll be telling you like one is like according to the shadow answer, you people can eliminate. The other one is knowing whether we need the positive word or a negative word. If we require the positive word, you can eliminate all the negative words. Okay. If you require this one, what is that? Negative word, you can take out all the positive words. That means how you can eliminate means by knowing the meanings or whatever the shadow answer. So with regards to shadow answers meaning and with regards to positiveness and negativeness, you people can take out the words there. Okay. Now, yes. What if all four are new options and we are not aware of their meanings? Falak, definitely, yes, as you know, like words play crucial. We need to, what is that, basically, if they give all the four or five the new words, if you're very new to that, so I would not want you to get that into, get that situation only. Why? Because I've already discussed when we were discussing about the words lexical resources. You need to have the idea of roots, prefixes, and suffixes, because in every word we will be having some or the other. This one, what is that? Either root or prefix or suffix that can help us to guess the meaning of the word. Okay, okay, and also try to work on the family words, because we should not leave anything this one not practiced. When we know that they are going to ask on the words, it is important for you people to have the knowledge of words. Okay, as such, so we'll be having new words, but all these new words could be what, could have some of the roots, some of the prefixes, all these things in common. So kindly work on roots, prefixes, and suffixes, and also work on your this one, family words. Okay. Because when we know that we get new words, we cannot say that we'll be aware of, unaware of them. Okay. So work tremendously on these words. Now, any others? Ma'am, if the entire verbal section, assuming we could not find an answer for a question, how do we deal under such circumstances? Sanjay, one thing that I can say is, if that one verbal section you're not able to get anything, okay, here I have, see, I would not want that situation to happen. If at all that happens also, don't worry, keep calm, because you have quantitative sections, so, and you have one more verbal section. One section you did not get, if you get completely low or anything, your other sections will be affected. Who knows? Keep the hope. The other section, the complete questions may go correct. If they may go correct, then you may get the scores there. Yes. Again, one more thing. Don't go with this pessimistic idea that we won't be able to answer any of the question in any section. Why? Because if not text completion and sentence equivalence, you have RCs. On RCs, you people can get some of the questions correct. Why? The questions and all the answers will be in reading comprehensions. You have critical reasonings, where again you people can get all the this one, what is that, few of the questions at least correct. And also coming to your text completion and sentence equivalence, don't think always you will be having hard words. You won't always get hard words or complicated words. Many times, and in almost all this one sections, you will have few questions where very normal words will be used there. Okay, so please be optimistic. Don't even think that will come across this situation, Sanjay. Okay, so is there possibility of having multiple choice answers in text completion? Multiple correct answers. See, in text completions, never ever will have multiple this one answers correct. For one blank, only one answer will be correct. For one blank, we'll have only one answer correct. There is no point that we'll have more than one answer correct. But for sentence, equivalence, two options will be correct. Just two options. Yes. Falak, two blank and three blank questions are tough to decipher. How to understand? Yes, that is the reason I did not put two blank and three blank thing in today's session, because yes, they are comparatively complex in this one. What is that? Understanding and picking up the things. So that's the reason tomorrow we'll be focusing only on two blanks. When we get two blanks, how and what we are supposed to do, I'll be training you tomorrow. And day after tomorrow we'll be talking about three blanks, which is purely left for your three blanks. Okay, so therefore whatever the chota mota doubts, clarify today only, because tomorrow our session will be only focusing on questions and these things. Okay, we'll try to do more questions on two blank tomorrow, so that you need to get hands-on expertise. Okay, all right. Any other doubts? Okay. That is not new, Falak. That is a very, like from long back we have selecting the section. Okay. So that is not very new one. So it is from when, like we have it. You need to select and drop in the session, this one, statement there. That is quite old. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, Payal. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on that. Okay. OCAPS also plays crucial role. Many times you see simple word meaning, words they'll give, which whose meaning you will be knowing. Only because you can't crack the statement, you will not be picking up the right thing there. You know that. So it's not always the words. Okay. It is not always the words that will make your life miserable on TCs and SCs. You're breaking off the, what is that, sentence is important thing. Once you understand the logic of the sentence, so then you people can easily pick the words there. Okay. So therefore focus on both the things, word knowledge also and understanding the sentence sequence also is very important. Okay. Yes. Okay, guys. So see you tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Also, I've shared the Telegram link for Ubergrad. You can register. I mean, you can follow us on Telegram as well. Thank you. If you have any doubt related to Ubergrad website, you can ask now. Thank you.